All right, we are on the road going from the villages in Central Florida northeast up to St. Augustine. But anyway, we are on a beautiful drive. And a lot of times, you know, when you think of Florida, you think of Everglades and beaches and palm trees. But this part of Florida, you know, the central part of Florida, is known to a lot of people as horse country. Ocala in particular, there's a lot of horse farms in Florida. But as we drive this route going up to St. Augustine, the scenery is just beautiful. You've got a lot of pine trees and then a lot of other trees that kind of have the hanging moss coming off of the tree. And that's equally as beautiful. So the ride from the villages up to St. Augustine is about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we should be there early afternoon. We've got a hotel right in downtown St. Augustine, just probably within walking distance to the old town, which is probably the what I'm interested in seeing the most. I'm really looking forward to seeing the old town of St. Augustine. So we're going to continue on the way here, and if I see any other beautiful scenery, I'll be sure to share that with you as well. All right, now I don't know if you can call this a tourist attraction of St. Augustine. I think the railroad track is rather famous, but my stupidity of waiting to get a hotel until the day we arrive on a holiday weekend is really something else. You know, I thought wake up this morning, jump online, get a hotel, and the best I could find was this hotel. And it's all right. It's not a bad hotel, but they all of their quote-unquote pet rooms are in the back of the hotel on the railroad track. So, as Mercedes said, it's just a place to sleep. You know, she's a real trooper. We could have pitched a tent alongside the train tracks, and she would have been good with that. So right now we're going to go see one of the biggest tourist attractions here, Castillo de San Marcos, I think, or it's pronounced something like that. But let's go check it out. All right. So as I often like to do when I go to a place like St. Augustine, is kind of just walk through the visitor center, and I just kind of glance at some of the different tourist attractions that I might be interested in seeing. So not quite sure what we'll see here, but just kind of walk through. It's also interesting to walk through the gift shop and see what they've got. 450th anniversary. Always nice to get a nice hat. Some nice, you get, I don't see one with Buddy's face on there. Primarily what I want to do here is I want to see the famous castle. There's also a lighthouse that is worth seeing, as I understand it. And then of course the Fountain of Youth is something that should also be seen while you're here. You got a Native American Indian, and it looks like probably a Spaniard right there. Here's a beautiful replica of the boy, I can't even pronounce that. Probably just show you the name of the ship there if you can see it. The San Peleo, Menendez's flagship. Sailed all the way over from Spain. All right. There's Mercedes. Huh? looking happy as ever. That hat looks pretty good on you. You know? Okay. So let's go look at the castle. Do you know where it is?
I think over here north. Hey, we can see the walls from here.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go to the castle then. All right, so just out of the visitor center, you've got Castillo de San Marcos. And as we walk along, I see here that you've got a landmark that says the public burying ground. During the yellow fever epidemic of 1821, this half-acre plot was set aside as a public cemetery. Many Protestant pioneers to the New Florida territory are buried here. Often such burials made at public expense went unmarked. The Presbyterian Church has owned and maintained the cemetery since 1832, and tournaments were discontinued in 1884. So you can see this is a place that people were just dying to get into back in the day. All right, so let's get on with the castle tour. So Mercedes, I'm curious. You know, I know we're only one day into this, short holiday, but do you think that this holiday will be better than the California holiday? I mean, that was the best holiday of your life,
Well,
right?
all is there different experiences. They always having a good time.
Okay. There's one of the trolleys that you can take for a cost of $25. You can take that trolley there and get a quick ride over to a lot of the places. All right, there's another distraction on the way to the Castillo de San Marcos. I see this nice little tourist area here. So as I often like to do, we'll just give you a nice walkthrough. Give you the feel as if you were actually here with me. I know there's several of you out there that actually really appreciate just kind of walking through, listening to my my dribble, if you will, as I take you through the streets of St. Augustine. Okay. Quite a few people here, and actually, you know, for a Memorial Day, it's really not that hot. Over here on the right, we have the oldest wood schoolhouse in the United States. Right there, the oldest wood schoolhouse. Look at this. Costs $5 to go through. All right, so coming in, this is the oldest wooden schoolhouse inside. We actually decided to go on inside, and I'll just kind of show you real quick if I can. So here is the inside. Okay. And here we have the okay. Let's see. So they actually give you a little tour here, I think. This is what it would look like inside. Okay. We're gonna find our way out and find our way to the castle. There's Mercedes. Huh? Look at you. Huh? Look at you. Okay, let's go. Oh, you know what? The castle closes at 5. Right here. Castillo de San Marcos. All right, we found our way over to the Castillo de San Marcos, and they actually the last admission is at 5 o'clock, so it's 4 o'clock right now, and we're going to It's a beautiful day today. There's a nice breeze, taking a little bit of an edge off of the heat, but there's not much heat to speak of. Okay. A reggae festival going on in St. Augustine today. So there you have it. Castillo de San Marcos. It's the oldest masonry fort in the United States. Quite beautiful, actually. Alright, we're nearing the entrance to the castle here, and thought I'd share another view of the waterfront. See a lot of sailboats just kind of anchored off the shore there. And across the way you can see what I'm assuming are some very, very wonderful homes to have here in St. Augustine. So as I understand it, I think the admission to the castle is about $10. And again, it's a national park. So we'll go on inside and have a good look. Okay, Mercedes always adds some interesting perspective to these tours. She just said that they're making a lot of money from these rocks, you know? $10 to come in and see these rocks. That's what she said. Oh, you're embarrassed, aren't you? She didn't say that. No, she didn't say they're making a lot of money to see these rocks. Now, you did say this reminds you a lot of Cuba, right? So you would see similar things like this in Cuba, huh?
Yeah, we have one in Havana. We call it Castillo del Morro.
Ah, okay.
Havana. And it has the same purposes of this.
Yeah.
It was made about the same time.
I see.
Building.
They didn't ever put you into prison in there, did they? No? Okay. Do you like this?
I like it, yeah.
Yeah? All right. Reggae weekend here in St. Augustine.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so there you just heard a little Cuban music, right? Was that Cuban music? No, not Cuban music? Did you like it?
I like it.
You did, huh? All right. All right, let's continue with our tour of St. Augustine. All right, picking up right where we left off when we deviated to go over to the Castillo de San Marcos. We're back on this street here. I don't know if this is considered the old town per se, because if I'm not mistaken, we were supposed to find our way down to a point and take a right to go down to the castle and a left to go down to the old town, and we took a right. But anyway, nonetheless, it's kind of nice to walk through the different shops that you see here. It is actually a quaint little town. Mercedes is pointing out the beautiful balcony up here with all the flowers. There's a Spanish bakery right here. Ooh, the Panama Hat Company. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So we'll continue on just for a little while, and then we got to get back to the hotel and get Buddy, who's probably just chilling out in the nice air conditioning of the room. Oh, we have a street vendor. I think that's Mercedes' old boyfriend there, right? Yeah, I think that's Mercedes' old boyfriend.
Come on over.
Oh my God! Oh, they're gonna switch hats. There you go. Oh, look at them. All right, all right. Sounds good. Thank you. All right. Mercedes is always a good sport. All right, let's just continue walking for a while, and then we'll head on back. Okay, so Mercedes and I found our way into the Panama Hat Company here in St. Augustine, and you know, it would look like I'm wearing a brand new hat, but actually I'm not. They sell these bands that you can put over your existing hat. So I got this band here that you're seeing at, and Mercedes said she's going to treat me to another band here. You know, and to show her patriotism to our country, she decided to get me an American flag band there for the 4th of July, right? Okay, fantastic. So there you go. All right, so since Mercedes was kind enough to buy me a new band for my hat, she wanted to stop at the Spanish Bakery, and we'll see what we might find inside here. It's a little snack. Let's see here. Mercedes has a real sweet tooth, you know. She can't turn down anything sweet, right? Nothing at all sweet. Ooh, look, they have sweet potato turnovers, guava and cream cheese turnover, cinnamon roll caramel apple turnover. That looks really good. They've got some scones. And it smells really, really nice in here. Chicken and rice soup. And then down here they have beef empanada and chicken empanada. Oh, I didn't know they have empanadas. You like empanadas? Oh yeah, empanadas are good. All right. Mercedes is kind of getting used to this whole video thing here. She's not quite sure how to take it all in stride. All right, ice cream. All right, so you know, I wasn't really aware, but we were just in Old Town here in Old Town in St. Augustine. I kept wanting to say Savannah for some reason, but anyway, so we were in Old Town. So you know, I thought I'm going to take a breather from doing the videos for the rest of the day. You know, we're going to go back to the hotel. I'm going to soak in the jacuzzi, you know, for about 20 minutes while Mercedes takes care of Buddy's needs, and then we're going to go out tonight, and we'll take a walk back down through Old Town with Buddy. And there's some other nice areas down there as well. The oldest house in America, I think, is down there, and a couple other tourist attractions. So, but I'm going to take the rest of the day off from doing our little video journal, if you will, or vlog. So hope you all enjoyed this visit to St. Augustine, okay? And have a great day. Okay, so you know, walking back to the room, I remembered that Buddy really hasn't been in the video today. And one thing that I've really come to appreciate about Buddy is I can leave him in his crate, and I can leave him in his crate and come back, and he's usually just really a very content, happy little guy. So let's see if he's waiting for me. Oh, he's sleeping. Hi, Buddy. Hi, Buddy. We're back. Yeah. Oh, you're tired, huh? So there's Buddy. Just waiting for us, huh? Little tired. You ready for a big night on the town? Buddy? Yeah. Come on, Buddy. Buddy, come. Buddy, come. Okay, so he's kind of slow to wake up, but we're going to get on with our evening.